close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. The kicker, Blake Groupie, set to start it. And off we go from the link. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. A gain there of 15. First down, Philadelphia.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Mike, everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Man in motion is Brown. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught downfield by Smith. And he's into the end zone. Devontae Smith, touchdown Eagles. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the 2-point conversion. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. First and 10. Looking to throw to get started. It's Rattler. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now this looks like a design run. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Shaheed with the catch. And And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. So after one, it's the Eagles. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rattler. Taking off, and he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Here's Rattler. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Rattler now back to throw. A pass taken in by Miller. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Kamara. They'll put him down right at the 20, but they'll also move the sticks. That is a 1st down picked up. To throw, it's Rattler. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. There's a lot of quarterbacks around the league that really struggle with this, Mike, but not this guy. A righty quarterback moving to his left. Your mechanics, your footwork, and your arm talent all have to align, and tell you what, he does it about as well as anybody around the league.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal. He's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Looking to throw, Rattler. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the 2nd quarter clock. From the 1, 2nd and goal. Kamara going to try to pull his way in. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal. Here comes Blake Grupe for this field goal try. This one is good. He knocks it through. So we come upon halftime, and it's a low-scoring affair. 6-3 is the score. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Throwing is Rattler. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the...
And that's going to be intercepted by Darius Slay. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On play action, here's Hurts. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. Hurts to throw. That one intercepted. And the Saints are going to have it just past their 25.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
On first down, they'll start out with Kamara. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. They'll go again here with Kamara. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Alvin Kamara that time. And now it's fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down. Like living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll give himself up after picking up the first down. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on fourth down. So, first and 10 here now at the 38. Now Rattler gonna throw. His pass taken in by Shaheed. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. He'll look to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's got it. Good work there to take it to the 47 and set up first down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3.
Saints 3.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On the ground, it's Kamara. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Now they'll set up to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
In motion, the tight end Uzama. Play clock has expired. You're not going to get this one off on top. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Man in motion is Smith. A 2nd down throw for Hurts. He keeps it himself. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's a handoff to Barkley. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay again. They'll run the counter with Barkley. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Here's a 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. He's able to get away for one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And it's a reception for Taysom Hill. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That is brought in. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. This is caught at the 2. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Now, 1st and goal. Here we go. One final play. And this is a touchdown. They have tied it on the final play. An extra point now to win the game.
Unbelievable, Mike. I mean, what a game. What a finish. They knew they had to have the touchdown, and they got it. And now they are an extra point away from winning this game.
So, all zeros on the clock. This is for the win. The kick is good. And it is celebration time on that sideline. What a finish. The late touchdown with no time remaining. And the extra point seals the victory. So this one a win for the visiting Saints. Points were at a premium in this one, but they're able to eke out the victory in this low-scoring affair. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.